Good morning and welcome to our 2017 Honors Convocation. This morning we will recognize students in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 for their academic achievements throughout the school year and throughout their entire high school career. Students, this is a very important assembly that we have, and I would ask that you treat it with the respect it deserves. The students that we'll recognize this morning have worked very hard throughout their high school career to achieve excellence in the classroom. With that, I would ask everyone to please make sure that you have your phones turned off or at the very least silenced at this time. We'll have a variety of presenters this morning. Students, when your name is read, you will be asked to come forward. Please do so at that time. We will begin this morning with Mr. Purrington, our Honor Society advisor.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Today is a special day. It is time for us to celebrate excellence in the classroom. I'd like to start by having the following students please stand. Christopher Allen, Blaze Andries, Kelsey Apple, Joe Blanchard, Hannah Bach, Claire Boersma, Ryan Colgan, Dylan Cricket Danielson, Bria DeRook, Nicholas Durr, Dylan Dulas, Matthew Dunn, Melody Grant, Josh Gross, Sammy Hedlund, Anna Jennings, Chisholm Wakama, Mason Pensky, Kelsey Pischke, Mitchell Suker, Cassidy Toko, Ryan Van Moore, Kendra Vroman, Alexandra Bladholm, Alexa Durr, Lexi Dulas, Abby Johnson, Sophia Lawaji, Madeline Marks, Carly Polieski, Morgan Radel, Nicole Sample, Madison Schumacher, Anna Schwartz, Alyssa Smith, and Kayla Toko. These students were members of the 2016-17 MHS Honor Society. Here at MHS, there is a rigorous application process that is required of all who apply for the Honor Society. Thank you for standing. A faculty council is assembled to review the applications and select the membership. Today, in recognition of their membership, senior Honor Society members will be receiving silver stoles to wear at commencement. The MHS Honor Society was established in the 1960s to recognize exceptional students at our school. More than just an honor roll, the Honor Society serves to develop juniors and seniors who have demonstrated excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Membership not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but challenges them to develop further through active involvement in their school and community. Now I'd like to introduce the 2016-17 MHS Honor Society President, Hannah Bach, who will share the accomplishments of this year's members.
Good morning. My name is Hannah Bach, and this year I had the privilege of serving as the president of the MHS Honor Society. Every member, once inducted to the Honor Society, is required to complete a minimum of 30 hours of voluntary service, and does so through various committee projects. Some projects that stand out this year are tutoring at the Marshall Middle School every Wednesday, running the Veterans Day Assembly, organizing the blood drive, shopping with senior citizens at Boulder Estates, creating auction items for the Hospice Charity Ball, running the mock election, working the Taekwondo tournament, helping set up the Speech Spectacular, and volunteering at the Food for Kids organization at the middle school. These are just a few of the projects that we as Honor Society members have accomplished. Aside from voluntary service, Honor Society stands for much more. Being a member of the Honor Society is equally a great responsibility as it is a privilege. We are called to lead through action, to refuse to sit idly by, to go the extra length, and to strive to be a better person tomorrow than we were today, and help the world around us, or high school around us, do the same. As I look at my fellow members this morning, I can proudly admit that I have seen all of them step up and respond to their calling to do these very things. There is a quote that adorns the front of our handbook that says, Great leaders don't set out to be leaders, they set out to make a difference. For Honor Society members, this is achieved by focusing and working hard in the classroom, serving selflessly to others in our community and in our school, behaving in a manner of high character, contributing positivity to our school atmosphere, and always seeking to improve our school and ourselves. We choose to let our ideologies of respect and integrity lead us as students and as people. As I reflected on our school year and its accomplishments, I am filled with pride and hope. I believe that we fully achieved our mission to impact our society and our school in new creative ways. As Vince Lombardi once said, leaders are not born, they are made, and they're made like anything else, through hard work. From spending time every week with our classmates in the special education department to helping freshmen register for classes, I find this group of innovative students have left their mark on Marshall High School. I stand here today knowing that the senior members now pass our legacy, responsibility, and mission to a new generation of Honor Society members. New members, I now speak to you. When faced with the choice of action or inaction, choose action. When choosing between right and wrong, choose right. When finding an opportunity to lead, take it. I would now like to introduce Cassidy Toko, who will officially induct our new 2017-2018 Honor Society members in.
If you received a note earlier this week that you're in the 2017-18 Honor Society, please come down at this time. Handing out certificates this morning are scholarship committee members Mason Penske and Kayla Toko. The following students are your 2017-18 Honor Society members: Divine Bauman, Alexis Baynard, Amanda Byastock, Alexandra Bladholm, Sydney Bloomy, Sophia Bach, Johanna Christensen, Alexa Durr, Alexa Dulas, Nicholas Dunn, Ashton Eben, Mara Hart, Jacob Hess, Abigail Johnson, Erica Jones, Benjamin Leake, Sophia Lawaji, Madeline Marks, Grant Martinson, Hannah Meyer, Amran Mohammed, Bryce Paulson, Olivia Peterson, Carly Polieski, Morgan Radel, Nicole Sample, Alexis Schnauzer, Madison Schumacher, Anna Schwartz, Alyssa Smith, Rachel Thompson, Kayla Toko, Rachel Van Koolen, Trayton Weber, Parker Winkleman. All new members should go take their picture taken with Miss Eben on the side once you have your certificates. As they're finishing getting their certificates, next we would like to introduce the MHS Honor Society and recognize the academic achievement in our building by honoring the top 10 students in the grade point averages from 9, 10, and 11. If you received a note saying you're in the top 10 in your class, please come down to the floor now. Honor Society members can go over for a picture. If we can have 9th graders over here, 10th in the middle, and 11th on the other side. Next, I would like to introduce Honor Society Scholarship Committee Co-Chair Claire Boersma and committee members Abby Johnson and Kendra Roman, who will announce the top 10 students in grades 9, 10, and 11. When we announce the top 10, we will be reading them in alphabetical order, not by GPA rank. After we read the names in each grade, please step over to the side to have your photo taken with Miss Eben.
Okay. Our top 10 ninth graders are Riley Alcorn, Paige Andrews, Signe Christensen, Addison Claren, Grant Hoff, Kezia Knudsen, Alexis Moat, Dean Pokart, David Rebay, Rachel Schwartz, and Shoshana Wambeck.
The ninth graders can go and get their picture taken with Mrs. Eben now. The following are the top 10 in the 10th grade class, and when I call your name, please step forward to get your certificate. Divine Bauman, Sophia Bach, Ashton Eben, Alexandra Cook, Nolan Meyer, Amran Mohammed, Kyle Murphy, Chinozo Nawakama, Bryce Paulson, Olivia Peterson, Kaya Suker, Brooklyn Sikowski, Jamie Timmerman, Daniel Van Koolen, Trayton Weber, and Parker Winkleman. And when you get your certificates, you can also go to Mrs. Eben and get your picture taken.
And now we have the top 10 in the 11th grade class. And when I read your name, just please stand forward. Sydney Bloomy, Alexa Dorr, Kaylee Gosson, Mara Hart, Zoe Hess, Autumn Hess, Garrett Hoff, Abigail Johnson, Morgan Radel, Nicole Sample, and Anna Schwartz. And then once you have your certificate, just go get a picture with Mrs. Eben.
Our next award is the Hall Award. The James Hall Award is the oldest award offered at Marshall High School, and it was the start of our award system back in 1923. This award is presented to one member of the senior class and one member of the junior class. The recipients are chosen by the faculty based on a high rating in the following attributes: attitude, scholarship, loyalty, activities, leadership, and cooperation. The senior recipient will be announced at the Senior Awards Banquet on Wednesday evening, May 24th. The junior recipient will be presented this morning. Our 2017 junior recipient is Nicole Sample. Nicole, would you please come forward? Congratulations, Nicole. Next, we will have Anna Schwartz, who will be speaking about and presenting a new award at Marshall High School.
Welcome students, staff, and visitors. My name is Anna Schwartz, and I'm the chairperson of MHS's Honor Society Spirit Committee. This spring, my committee and I got the opportunity to work with Mr. Remy and the MHS Activities Leadership Team to promote the Activity Achievement Award in its first year. The award was created to recognize students who show their dedication to and pride in our school and community by participating in multiple sports, clubs, and activities. All students who have reached a high level of involvement while maintaining a cumulative GPA of at least 2.5 are eligible to receive this award. We want to recognize these students and show them appreciation for the commitment they make to all their teams and groups, as well as their academics. We want to let everyone know that participating in multiple activities instead of specializing in just one is possible and helps us to become well-rounded people. We extend our sincerest thanks and congratulations to the recipients of this year's award. As I call your name, please come down to the floor. Daniel Bauer, Nicholas Dunn, Ashton Eben, Dakota Edens, Trevor Fales, Alexander Gergen, Erica Jones, Ignacio Larios, Benjamin Leake, Jared Nielsen, Olivia Peterson, Cole Remy, Kaya Suker, and please stay here when you receive your certificate because you'll go take a picture with Mrs. Eben. Kaya Suker, Courtney Toulouse, Daniel Van Koolen, Alexa Durr, Caitlin Elton, Jake Hess, Kelsey Apple, Kevin Berg, Brooke Chesley, Dylan Dulas, Matt Dunn, Nick Ektenapong, Kevin Gergen, Isaiah Greathouse, Amy Olson, Mason Pensky, Mitchell Suker, Megan Tuft, and Ryan Van Moore. Congratulations.
Okay, once you've received your certificate, you can go have a seat over here, and Mrs. Eben will take your photo for the yearbook. And now it's time to honor our seniors. We'll begin with Senior Students of the Year. Will a teacher representing each department please come down to the floor to reveal your department's Senior Student of the Year? And teachers, you can just line up in any order right over here. While the teachers are coming down, I'll share a little bit about this MHS tradition. Each department at MHS is asked to select one student that they believe deserves recognition today for being an exceptional student in their classroom. This award is truly an honor, as these students have shown not just high achievement in terms of grades, but a love for the subject and a commitment to learning that makes every classroom a better place to be. And we'll begin with Ms. DeMuth in art.
This year's Art Department Outstanding Senior of the Year isn't hard to find. Just look in the art room. We would like to recognize Emma Schrader. One of the characteristics that we look for in an outstanding art student is someone who lives and breathes art. I probably could have told you years ago that Emma would receive this award. She has taken every single art class multiple times. I'm not kidding when I say Emma lives in the art room. She has her own corner of the room. There have been numerous times when Emma is at school late for speech practice or whatever, and I literally just tell her to turn off the lights and lock up when she's done. Emma's also the co-president of the art club. She goes above and beyond, and she's our go-to girl for any special projects. Emma is an amazing leader, and I'm beyond grateful that anytime I have a sub, I always tell the sub that if they have any questions, just ask Emma. We have enjoyed watching Emma grow and mature in her artwork over the years, and her future plans are to go out into the world and be a teacher, a leader, and a role model through ministry work. I couldn't think of a better person to go out and change the world. Thank you, Emma.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Kellen from the Business Department. The Business Department student leader this year is Laith Shaheen. Laith has taken many of the business classes in our department. Some things that really stand out to us this year and over the years, though, have been he was very instrumental in starting the Digi Squad this year. This was a group of students who put together a team to help other students with technology through the leadership of Mrs. Ivers. And Laith was really instrumental in that. I've been fortunate enough to know Laith since 9th grade, which being I teach mostly juniors and seniors doesn't happen very often, but I remember Laith walking into the first BPA meeting, pretty shy and quiet, and he just did whatever his sister told him. And his sophomore year, he did the same. And junior year, he did the same. And all of a sudden, his sister graduated, and what we saw happen with Laith is he really came into his own, and he stepped up to the plate, and he was our local president this year for BPA. He was also voted the region president, as well as elected the state BPA vice president. And so he was a part of electing our national officers at BPA last week in Florida. And on top of all that, he has excelled in his competitions as well, as he competed in Java programming at nationals last week, as well as received the prestigious Ambassador Torch Award. Laith has also shown his leadership in other areas, one of which being that he has been a student rep on the school board this past year. So Laith is definitely, I think, worthy of this title, and it's been a pleasure to watch you grow, and I can't wait to see what else you do.
Every year, the science department sits down to come to a decision on a single student to receive the science department senior award. And every year, we struggle to narrow down our choice to just one student who fits that criteria. This year was especially difficult as there were several. The criteria we were looking for was a student who not only takes the required science courses, but also takes several of the science electives that we offer as well. Someone who possesses impeccable laboratory skills and techniques and submits a pristine lab notebook. We were also looking for someone who takes their learning beyond what is taught in the classroom, someone who is constantly trying to learn more and who looks for answers to why and how. Beyond the academic, we were looking for someone who possesses great leadership skills in the classroom, is a great role model to others, and who is always willing to help out by answering questions and/or tutoring. This year's Science Department senior not only fulfills all of these criteria, but goes above and beyond in and out of the classroom. His future plans include continuing on with science by attending Concordia Moorhead with a planned major in the biological sciences. It is my honor and my privilege to announce that this year's Science Department senior goes to Mr. Ryan Van Moore.
I think one thing you're going to hear today is how hard it is to pick just one student. Even walking up here, I walk by all these great kids. They're like, Miss Campion, did you pick me? I wish I could have picked all of you. You really make coming to work a blast. I love it. Be a teacher. But there is one student that has taken almost every class I have in the last 2 years. There's one she couldn't get into, and she asked if she could have the curriculum. I'm like, who does that? But besides her mastery of all the coursework, I think what is so special about her is just this positive attitude, her big smile, her contagious energy. She's so encouraging to everybody that she comes in contact with, and she just brightens the room when she comes in. I think she's thinking about a career in facts. I hope she does that. So it's an honor to name Amy Olson.
One of my favorite college professors and early teaching mentors, Dr. Keith Feinart, often told our classes that if you leave my classroom with more questions than answers, then I've done my job as a teacher. This year's Senior Outstanding Award in the English department goes to a student who, besides being a dedicated reader, a skilled writer, and a model citizen in a wide variety of English classes, has always been a student who has asked helpful and introspective questions of both fellow classmates and teachers throughout the department. It is my honor to present this year's English Award to Teresa Hansen.
I'm Marty Brandel, representing the math department today. This year's outstanding senior from the math department is just, Mr. Liebfried said something this morning that just stuck with me. Inquisitive is a great word to describe him. I had the opportunity to work with him first, actually, when he was in elementary school, and he was a sworn Red Sox fan, even though his grandpa played for the Yankees. And so right then I should have known, holy cow, this kid, he's pretty solid. I had the opportunity to work with him in Algebra 2, and he was always working ahead, helping, and we'd be on section 6.3, he'd be on 6.6. And there would be times that I would have these challenges where the students could try and beat my score in a particular math competition, and he would always beat me. And sometimes I just sort of did it once and tried to get a decent score. But then I kind of got a little competitive. I'm like, geez, he's just beating me all the time. I can't have this. And no matter what I did, he would beat me. And he's taken every math class that he could here at MHS and just absolutely dominated. And he gets 5s on APs, and just absolutely incredible young man that has just exemplified inquisitive, and I think I told his parents at conferences once that he's like a dog with a steak in terms of knowledge and just thirsting for knowledge and always wanting to know. And this year's math outstanding senior is Joe Blanchard.
He's taking the stats test. If you want to announce that.
Right now, he's actually taking the AP stats test, so he's working on a 5 right now, I bet.
I hear it already. Every year I don't disappoint, I cry. Can I have all the ESL kids, K through 12, whatever you were in it, could you please stand? If you were ever in ESL, or EL we call it, please stand. Mrs. Lopp's class, Miss Rainier's. Come on, I know there's more of you than that. Okay, now just the seniors. Rest of you can sit down, just the seniors. Just the seniors should be standing. Okay, and then if you have a 3.7 or better, please stand. You guys sit down. Okay, our student of the year is A. Kushi. If she's here, would she please come forward? Oh, she's upward bound today. She's an upward bound on the field trip program, so she won't be here today.
Good morning. I am Mrs. Cheska, and I am representing the music department. Specifically, that is 3 major performing organizations, the band, choir, and orchestra, and several classroom courses as well. Again, we want to just acknowledge a great group of seniors that we've had the privilege to work with this year, and we've been trying to acknowledge all of them at our spring concerts. As far as our one that we needed to name for the year, some of the criteria that we look at are the leadership, the musicianship, and participation in many of those activities. We were really thrilled this year that we do have an individual that participated in all 3 of those major groups, the band, choir, orchestra. But not only that, this individual went way beyond and did so many of the extracurricular things as well. He is an outstanding musician. He is the best cheerleader that we could possibly have for our groups, always showing a very positive and supportive attitude. And he does things behind the scenes without ever looking for recognition. He sees things before we directors even get to them. And he has just been a boon to our department. The music department would like to recognize Kevin Berg.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Hausman. I'm here to present the Social Studies Student of the Year, or SOY, in case Social Studies needs one more acronym. I've heard a lot about asking questions up here, having a curious mind in order to be a great student. So the Social Studies Student of the Year is a curious and interested student who enjoys class discussion. He is curious in that questions are always where he starts. He always wants to know more so he can row the boat of the class. In this way, he makes everyone in the class better by making everyone think at a higher level. He has taken 3 AP Social Studies classes, AP US History, AP European History, AP US Government and Politics, and achieved high grades in all of them. A student who is always ready to help row the boat, and the 2017 Social Studies Elite Student of the Year is the elite Blaze Andrews.
Buenos dias. I am Mrs. Alberts, and I'm a Spanish teacher here at Marshall High School. I just want to reiterate the difficulty that we've had in choosing our Student of the Year this year, which is a really great problem to have. But we have had the pleasure of teaching incredible students this year who are talented and driven and who make our jobs exciting and enjoyable every single day. Our Spanish department looks at the specific criterion of curiosity, academic ability, the number and level of courses the student has taken, their attitude in class throughout their Spanish career, their work ethic, and the desire to continue with Spanish in the future. This year, we're pleased to announce that our Student of the Year is Chase Van Coolen. So, felicidades, Gustavo.
I'm Mr. Braithwaite from the Agriculture Department. This year, our Student of the Year for the seniors, it was kind of hard to decide too. In our department, like most of you know, it's very diverse in the wood shop, the metal shop, small engines, animal science, like a huge variety. The student that we selected this year was one that has had all of our classes. He's been very instrumental in a lot of things. Heck, even yesterday in my small engines class, he needed to make sure he came to the wood shop to finish this awesome podium. He's done a lot of good work for all of us. He's always been helping other students out. He's been great to have in class. I know he's going to do great next year in automotive engineering over in Mankato. The Ag Department wants to recognize Devin Larson.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Westby. I have the privilege this morning to announce our senior Health and Physical Education Student of the Year at today's Honors Convocation. In addition to fulfilling their health and PE requirements throughout their high school career, this student also excelled in our Strength and Conditioning 1 and 2 courses, as well as our Strength and Conditioning for athletes. If you've been on our end of the building, you've heard Mr. Ballman use the phrase, "Your attitude and your effort are 2 things you can control every day." This student has a high level of achievement in both areas. I also, like many of the teachers that you've heard from this morning, have mentioned how difficult it is to pick one student. And we've had a number of seniors that have taken senior PE this year, and I'd like to thank you for doing that. Those of you that didn't sign up for senior PE but were placed in it, congratulations, you survived it. So I had one girl tell me that she was so glad she took PE this year because she could fit into her prom dress better. So quite a victory. But at this time, I'd like to award our winner. This year's winner is Jesse Herr.
I would like to bring Mr. Kevin Berg up to the stage at this time. And with Kevin is a representative from the United States Navy. Upon graduation, Kevin, in addition to serving as a student school board member for this school year, upon graduation, Kevin will be leaving as he is joining the United States Navy. And here to present Kevin with an award in the form of an $80,000 scholarship is a representative from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Kevin's recruiter. And Kevin, congratulations, best of luck. We are very proud of you. Congratulations.
Do you want to say anything before I'll introduce you next? And finally, this morning, it's time to name the seniors who will be graduating with honors and highest honors. Seniors have chosen Mrs. Cole to read the names. As names are read, please hold your applause until the end. Seniors, if your name is called as graduating with honors or highest honors, come up to the front of the stage and then sit in the seats here. And we'll file starting in the back, and the last name read will be up here in the front. Please hold your applause until the end. I'll introduce Mrs. Cole.
High Honor Award, Christopher Allen. Kelsey Apple. Austin Bloomy. Brock Borboom. Michaela Campion. Caleb Davis. Madeline Gertz. Kaylee Ginocchio. Teresa Hansen. Anna Jennings. Devin Larson. Brooke Lothard.
Jasmine McDonald. Rachel Meyer. Devin Newbeck. Dalton Petermeyer. Natalie Petrick. Kelsey Pischke. Mason Reese. Matthew Rich. Emma Schrader. Krista Schultz. Laith Shaheen. Tori St. Aubin. Katie Timaeus. Zachary Thompson. Megan Tuft. Logan Tomasek. Kendra Vroman. Brandon Wartner. Reese Winkleman. Braden Whitefalls. And Natalia Yang. And now the list of students who earned highest honor. Blaze Andrews. Joseph Blanchard. Hannah Bach. Claire Boersma. Ryan Colgan. Dylan Cricket Danielson. Bria Duruck. Nicholas Dorr. Dylan Dulas. Matthew Dunn. Melody Grant. Jacob Greathouse. Joshua Gross. Brandon Labatt. Ryan Landmark. Rhiannon Markegard. Chisholm Wakama. Mason Pensky. Sabrina Peralt. Elizabeth Stoutland. Mitchell Suker. Alex Thordson. Cassidy Toko. Chase Van Coolen. And Ryan Van Moore. Congratulations.
This concludes our 2017 Honors Convocation.